Can I identify someone based on their top 3 favorite TV shows? Well, I've done this a couple times with top 3 video games, with people's desks, and with their top 3 movies. I think this is gonna be my greatest challenge yet. I have a list of all of my friends here who I work with every day, and I know pretty well. And let's see if I can figure out who they all are based on just their top 3 shows. Today we have an audience cam. These people have been sitting over here on this couch for all the previous episodes, but now you can see them. You can see their silly reactions. All right, let's go. I've been told that this is the hardest one yet, and I'm not surprised. First one. Oh, Fleabag, The Americans, and Dateline. Okay. This is Amanda, I think. I think this is Amanda. It could be Angela, but I don't think Angela watches The Americans. This is Amanda to me. This is fully Amanda. I'm gonna go in hot. I'm gonna guess Amanda. I might be wrong, but let's see. Amanda. Boom! Boom! Nice. It's Dateline. Amanda talks about Dateline all the time. All right, next one. All right, we have, what is that on the left?
They said, my favorite show is The Real Housewives, and I said, which one? And they said all of them.
Okay, so that's every single Real Housewives, Grey's Anatomy, and Sister Sister. Okay, this could be a lot of people. I'm gonna go with Jackie on this one. I feel like I've heard Jackie talk about Real Housewives, and I think I've definitely heard Jackie talk about Grey's Anatomy. Sister Sister, that's a good show. I watched a lot of Sister Sister. And all right, I'm gonna go with Jackie. I feel confident about this as well. Jackie, boom. Oh! Off to a hot start. Yeah! This is easy. This is so easy. What? Okay, so, wow, so this is very niche. Flaked, Dairy Girls, and Veep. Wow, okay. I'm gonna guess this is crew. This is a crew member. Holy crap. This is hard. Is Flaked good? I've never heard anyone talk about that show. Okay, I've heard of Flaked. I just never watched it, and I've never heard of anyone else talking about it. This, in my mind, is between Aaron Kushner, Cassie, and not Jackie Jones. This is art department to me. I'm gonna stick to that, and I'm gonna go with Aaron Kushner, but it could be Cassie, and I'll be bummed. All right, show me Aaron Kushner. Andre! I would have never guessed that in a million years. Andre, look, man, I knew his video games and I knew his battle station, but when it comes to movies and TV, what a surprise. Art team has been impossible for me. I have never been able to guess them. To be fair, I don't get to talk to them as much about pop culture as some of the other people in the office. So I guess I misunderstood them, just flat out. Alex Aguilar, I talked to him a lot about movies, but I completely got that wrong last time, so I don't know. But Andre also, that surprises me. I don't know, it doesn't surprise me. I just thought a fantasy show would be on there. I guess the D&D aspect to Andre, I've just made that his whole thing. In my mind, Andre is a very two-dimensional individual, and he's not in real life. So there you go. All right, next one. That's fine, I had to get one wrong eventually. Okay, this is Olivia. Lost might surprise me for Olivia, but the Anthony Bourdain Succession duo is Olivia. Boom, easy. Olivia. Nice. Easy.
So confident.
Yep. Okay. Wow. All right. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is likely in my top 3. I love that show so much. Huge fan. Samurai Champloo, also arguably in my top 3. So this person, I have a lot of respect for. I've never watched Psycho-Pass, so I don't know anything about that. I'm trying to think of the anime fans that also might like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This could be Erica. This could be... Erica's my top choice right now. I think I might go with Erica on this. I don't feel super confident about it, but I think Erica's list will look something like it. So let's say Erica. And if it is Erica, we gotta talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because I love that show. Aaron Kushner! What? What? Art department. We have so much in common and I don't even realize it. Dang it. Ah! Wow, that's an epic top 3. So much respect. I gotta know what her favorite Buffy the Vampire Slayer character is. I gotta know. All right, next one. That bums me out. I'm sad. Fleabag has made its second appearance. Nathan, for you, awesome. The Vampire Diaries, interesting. The combo of Nathan for You and Vampire Diaries is pretty cool. Lizzie comes to mind for this, mainly because Twilight was, very much present in her previous entries in this series. Oh, Aaron Dougal is another one that I actually feel pretty clueless on for this. It could be anywhere, and I'd be like, yeah, that's your favorite show. I don't know. I haven't talked about TV too much with her. So right now, in my mind, this is between Aaron Dougal and Lizzie. And I think I'm gonna go with, this could be other people too. This one I don't feel super confident about. I'm gonna go with Lizzie. The Vampire Diaries, that's what I'm looking at, and I'm thinking Lizzie. Lizzie. God! I hate when I'm that close. Dang it!
I have a vampire tattoo.
I know that the vampire element, it's either Aaron or it's Lizzie. That's what I've kind of learned through this series. And I was close. It's a coin flip at that point. And Fleabag is just like a perfect show, and Nathan for You is just so funny. So, respect. It's a good top 3.
Thanks.
All right. Okay. Next one. Interesting. Holy crap. Whoa. Okay, so we have Survivor, we have Charmed, and we have Star Trek Voyager. Who is a Star Trek fan? I think I'm gonna go with Greg. And I'm throwing a dart on this one because this is tough. Let's see, Greg. Oh! I knew that I had conversations with Greg about Star Trek, and I don't think I had talked with anyone else in this office about Star Trek. So I think I went with that entirely, and it paid off. All right, sweet. Next one. Okay. Whoa. Wait, that Mitchell and Webb look is like my favorite sketch show. How How have I not talked about this with whoever this is? Okay. Wow. Somebody feed Phil. That Mitchell and Webb look. And Hunter x Hunter. Oh. Oh. Wait. Is this Damien? Because Damien is someone, I know the anime shows that he likes, but would he throw other things out there? See, I know Damien's watched Hunter x Hunter, and I know he's a huge fan of it. I know Damien's watched That Mitchell and Webb look because he's the only person I've talked to about this show. And Somebody Feed Phil is just kind of like a, you know, curveball that could get thrown out there. I could see him liking. I know he likes food shows. I'm gonna go with Damien. Yeah. All right. Damien. Nice. Woo! The Somebody Feed Phil nearly messed me up, but all right. Next one. All right. Schitt's Creek, Big Brother, and Rock the Block. Okay, this is Kiana. You know what's funny is Kiana was like, you're gonna be able to guess mine. And I was like, I don't know. This might be tough. But Schitt's Creek and Big Brother, I don't know much about Rock the Block. I don't.
She really wanted me to explain it to you. Not that this is hers.
Maybe it's not Kiana. Okay. So, Spencer, what is Rock the Block?
It's like the Avengers of HGTV, she was saying.
Whoa.
Competitive house flipping.
Competitive house flipping? That sounds awesome. Holy crap. All right. Sounds cool. Oh, that's awesome. Next one. Okay, we have Seinfeld, we have Hoarders, and we have Grey's Anatomy. Man, okay, wow. You have so much stuff. Why do you have all this stuff? You need to get it out of here. Jerry.
Can you do this, Kramer?
A lot of stuff in here. Okay, I have no clue. This is hard. This is the hardest one. And I essentially have to throw out a guess. Jackie Jones, final answer. Boom. Yes! 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 Yes!
Jackie, that was so confusing.
Dude.
Love this for you.
So that was my guess. That was my guess. And I was sitting here looking at it, I was like, I think it's Jackie Jones. And I look, and Jackie is seated way over there, and I see her just like this. I see her just like, that meme of that like puppet that's like, and I was like, oh yeah. Oh man, that's so funny. Do you ever watch Seinfeld and then Hoarders back to back? That's gotta be a trippy experience. Hoarders, I think, is the scariest show on television. Okay, next one. I'm just preparing myself for some bullshit. It's coming. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I finally got art department. Cassie, I know it's you. I know it's you. You've talked about Twin Peaks. I've heard you talk about it. If it's not Cassie, I'm gonna be so mad. Show me Cassie! Got it! I got it! Finally, art department. Finally got one. Alex Aguilar, you're still there, and I don't know what shows. I have no idea.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know. All right, next one. Veep is back on the board. So is Frasier and Avenue 5. Frasier and Veep. And Avenue 5, I think is from the creator of Veep. Okay, so I'm sensing a trend here. So these are very smart comedies. They're also one very similar style. I have a hunch, and I'm gonna go with my hunch. Okay, I think I've heard this person talk about Frasier before, truth be told. But I've heard several people talk about Frasier, but for some reason this one person's coming to mind. I'm gonna go with Kimmy on this one. Let me see. Tommy! I actually would never have guessed that. I would have never guessed that in a million years. I have not had too many conversations with Tommy about television, truth be told. So, all right, next one. Atlanta, Twin Peaks, and Adventure Time. What an epic top 3. These are all pretty epic shows. Shit! This could be so many people. In my mind, this is between Alex Aguilar and... No, I'm gonna go with Alex Aguilar. All right, Alex Aguilar, show it to me, please. Yeah! Yes! Let's freaking go! Aaron Kushner is the only one from art department who has evaded me fully. But wait till we do top 3 albums. Breaking Bad, The Venture Brothers, and Family Guy. Spencer, good top 3, man. Really good top 3. So Venture Brothers is in my top 3 as well. It's a hidden gem, and it is such an incredible show. In fact, I knew I'd be doing this shoot today, and last week, because I was thinking about my top 3 shows, I started rewatching it, and I'm already on season 3, and it is just incredible. It's so funny and detailed, and most of the voices that I do impersonations from are from this show. So, boom!
Yeah!
Not Neon Genesis. Family Guy beat Neon Genesis? Peter Griffin beat an angel?
I think, I think they're all tied.
Okay.
It's in the day of-
No, you've made your choice. And the internet knows you've made your choice. Next one. That's So Raven, Robin Big. Whoa, that's awesome. And Darcy and Stacy. Dude, Robin Big was the shit. Loved that show. All right, I'm gonna go with Selena. I don't feel strong. I don't know. I've never heard of Darcy and Stacy, so I know nothing about it. Robin Big is just an awesome show that frankly, I didn't know anyone else in the office loved it. I loved that show. And That's So Raven's also just a solid show. So I have no clue. I'm gonna go with Selena, but I don't feel strong about it. Let me see. Marcus! So, look, I have an honor code. I was like, I think Selena. I look over and I see Marcus just like, and I'm like, all right. But I'm like, I've made my choice. I can't change it. That's not fair. Wow. What's Darcy and Stacy?
It's a spin-off from 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay. Robin Big. Show rocked. All right. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Watchmen was fantastic. BoJack Horseman also unbelievable. And Survivor is just, that one doesn't do much for me because I've seen it a couple times. I feel like it's a show anyone could put in their top 3, frankly, because it's such a legacy show. The only person who I have talked to a bunch about BoJack Horseman was Ian, and I know it's his favorite show of all time, so it would be on here. So I have to run with that, and I'm gonna say Ian. But it could be someone else because this is a good top 3. But show me Ian. Chance! Whoa! Okay. Wow. I'm a little surprised. I don't. No, I'm not surprised. I don't think I was ever gonna guess Chance's because I don't know. But I think Ian's. You know what the difference is? Ian's gonna have BoJack Horseman, but he's also gonna have Drive to Survive. That's gonna be the difference. So that's my bad. Survivor doesn't make sense for Ian. So, you know what? You're not gonna get them all. All right, here we go. Community, Succession, and Nathan For You. All right, so we have someone who's a big fan of comedy and Succession, but I've watched some Succession, and I actually think that show I think it's actually kind of funny. I would argue Succession's a dark comedy, but so is Breaking Bad. I'm gonna throw out Peter on this one. Peter's a big fan of comedy, but Peter's also, I know Peter mainly for being a huge movie buff. He watches a ton of movies. Every movie that comes out, I feel like he goes and watches. So I talk to him about movies all the time, but because he's a fan of like high quality stuff, I'm sure he's watched Succession. And he's also a big fan of sketch comedy and comedy in general, so I would think anyone who loves comedy should watch Nathan For You. And Community is just a solid show. I would imagine maybe he watched that when he was younger, since he's like 19, I think. I'm just kidding. I don't think this would be Brennan, but I don't think it's Brennan. I'm gonna say Peter. I'm gonna go with Peter, but I might be wrong. I probably am wrong. Oh, yeah! Yo! Let's go!
It felt so pointed after a point. You kept throwing things.
They're good shows.
It's probably little baby Peters.
It's probably Peter because he's a literal baby. All right, next one. The Office, South Park, and Mr. Robot. Whoever this is a person. I think this is Anthony. Anthony's movie list was Home Alone, Home Alone 2, and something else. Was it Gladiator? It was Gladiator. So, The Office and South Park fit into that same thing where it's like, what are shows that you happen to catch episodes of? This is how you know Anthony is so online that he doesn't even watch movies or TV. That man lives inside a computer, like Mr. Robot. Anthony. Yeah. Boom! Boom! Let's go. All right, next one. Okay, all right, see now this one's Erica. No. Ooh, Gurren Lagann. And that's a Gundam? Okay, this is Alex Trump. All right. And Chowda, because he's from Boston. All right. Yeah, the Gundam thing, I'm really glad you stick to that trend.
I love it.
You really love it.
It's real.
What? You're wearing a Gundam shirt right now. You are fully committed. All right, next one. Here we go. Okay, boom. Alone is my favorite reality show of all time. That show is so awesome. If you haven't watched it, watch Alone. Holy crap, man. That show is next level. I Think You Should Leave and Criminal Minds. Who else loves Alone? That show is incredible. All right, so this could be Vita, I think. This could be Brittany. This really could be, okay, I'm gonna rule out Lizzie. I don't think it's Lizzie. I don't think it's Kimmy. I'm wondering if Kimmy, because I've definitely talked about Alone so much that I wonder if Kimmy's watched it. And now it's in her top 3. Or maybe she's always liked it. I don't know. If you've watched Alone, you'll love it. This is really hard. I'm gonna throw out Kimmy. No, because Kimmy's gonna have Love Island. Because I would think Brittany would have an Adult Swim show or something, like some sort of cartoon show on there, because she's, likes illustrating and animating. I just feel like they'd have some show like that. But Brittany could make sense for this. The I Think You Should Leave is what's telling me Brittany. So I'm gonna trust that. And I'm gonna guess Brittany. Whoa. Yeah! Wow, that was pretty much a guess. You know what I'm shocked? You know who, the only person that I work with who I think would pick this show, and it's not one of my favorite shows, but it's one of the, I would argue, most ahead of its time shows is Xavier Renegade Angel. I would have assumed that would have ended up on Brittany's list. That is the weirdest show to ever exist. I say that confidently. Makes Twin Peaks look like nothing. All right, next show. Jane the Virgin, Pretty Little Liars, Sex Lives of College Girls. Okay, well, this could be, I think this is Arasha. I don't know much about Arasha's TV show taste, but I know as far as movies that she loves A Quiet Place Part 2, which doesn't help me here at all. I'm gonna guess Arasha. I'm throwing it out there. Okay. Yeah, nice. All right, next one.
Oh, nice.
Wow. SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar The Last Airbender, Bob's Burgers. Avatar The Last Airbender, one of the best shows ever made. Bob's Burgers, so charming, so fun. Maybe the most positive show ever. And SpongeBob SquarePants, also an incredible time. I've actually not watched a ton of SpongeBob, not since I was a little kid. Dude, I didn't realize how big of a fan base it's maintained over the years until recently. I've been totally forgetting him for some reason today. There's always, no, truth be told, whenever I do this, there's always one obvious person who I just forget to think about. And this time it's been Noah, but this is obviously Noah. The SpongeBob SquarePants element is Noah. So, boom. Yeah. Easy. Friggin' easy. All right, next one. Here we go. Community's back. Glow, and It's Okay to Not Be Okay. I've never heard of that show, but I've heard someone talk about Glow, and that's Olivia, who I've already guessed. So I think I'm gonna go with Selena on this one. Selena's a fan of comedy, I know that, so Community makes sense. It's really kind of a guess at this point, but I'm gonna say Selena. Erica! Anime would have been, I'm so shocked there's no anime there. That's crazy. Wow, I was waiting for One Piece from Erica. Kind of shocked. Wow, you committed to all of One Piece and it's not in your top 3? Wow, sounds like you wasted 500 years of your life. No, I don't know if she's only read One Piece or if she's watched it.
No, she's watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Erica. You watched all of One Piece and then you said, Community's pretty good.
Well, I asked her because I was like, that's insane that there's no anime. And she was like, well, I want to find out what the One Piece is. Before saying it's her favorite show.
If the finale episode of One Piece isn't good, then that means the rest of the show isn't. No,
Game of Thrones.
They're literally pirates. It's about the journey. Okay, so I've noticed Game of Thrones has not been on this list. I have a controversial take here. Game of Thrones, I think, is in my top 3, and I'll tell you why.
How big is your top 3?
My top three consists of 15 movies, or 15 TV shows. My top 3 TV shows are all movies. No. Game of Thrones, it had a horrible ending. I hated it. I viscerally hated that ending. But the first 4 seasons of that show is arguably my favorite TV show of all time, because for 4 or 5 years, that show was like the event of the year. And my friends, we would all get together, and I know everybody was doing it. Dude, bars would have big, epic get-togethers where people are freaking out. It was on another level, and I've not seen a show be like that before or after. Yeah, it lost its rewatchability because of the finale seasons, but those first 4 seasons of that show, top 3 favorite show of all time. All right, next ones. Here we go. The Office, Friends, Breaking Bad. Wow. Give us nothing. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. These are all 3 incredible shows, but it just doesn't help me when they're all 3 just great shows. Bro, I have to just guess on this one because these shows are all great. I'm trying to think more on who. The Office doesn't help me here. I have to just kind of ignore that. Who likes Friends and Breaking Bad? Because that's a stark contrast in some ways. Like, it has me thinking it could be Lizzie. I feel like Rachel's gonna have a weird one in there. I'd be kind of shocked if this is Rachel's. Rachel's gonna have some random show called Ghost F***er, and it's like.
No, I'm on that show.
Yeah, it's the show that stars Rachel. Okay, I'm gonna narrow this down to Lizzie, Josh, and Selena, and I think I'm gonna go with Lizzie. I don't feel very confident about it, but I'm gonna say Lizzie. Man, that was brutal. I was kind of surprised, like, I would have guessed Lizzie's would have been The Office, Parks and Rec, and like, maybe a reality show. I don't know, but all right, I got it.
Lizzie is, and I say this in a kind way, she's Friends coded.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Lizzie, no. People have different TV show viewing experiences, and that's why the Breaking Bad element is where I got Lizzie, because I think Lizzie, for the most part, loves to just like have a good time from television. But I also know Lizzie does enjoy like, more dramatic shows and video games, and like she plays D&D, and that element makes me think, oh, I think she would also like Breaking Bad. But I think for the most part, she's like an Office, Parks and Rec, Friends type of TV person. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I am that type of person sometimes. All right, next one. The Mighty Boosh, Hannibal, and Doctor Who. Wow, so this person enjoys more the like, well, I mean, Mighty Boosh is Australian, I think. Or no, they're British. So they enjoy British comedy. And then they enjoy Hannibal. So this is giving Josh for me. It's giving Josh because of Mighty Boosh, but Mighty Boosh and Hannibal are also giving, oh no, it's giving Rachel too. Rachel loves space. There's only one thing Rachel likes more than ghosts, and it's space. Which is shocking that Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, is not on this list. I won't be upset if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say Rachel. Is it Luke? Yes! All right. The Doctor Who, I thought about it for a second.
There's an episode in that season that is about space ghosts.
Oh, well, of course.
So there you go.
They've covered everything on Doctor Who. Next one. The Expanse, The Real Housewives, and Naked Attraction. Okay. I think Ian's gonna be upset that he forgot to put BoJack Horseman in this. But this is definitely Ian. Ian, come on, man. Why no BoJack Horseman?
Why no Bo?
Why no Bo? And also, Drive to Survive, I'm also surprised. But The Expanse he has talked about, and Naked Attraction he has talked about, which, as my boss, I don't know if that's cool. Just kidding. All right, Ian, boom. Yeah. Easy. Venture Brothers, whoa, okay. Deadwood and Frasier. I think it's either Brennan or Luke. And I think I'm gonna pick Brennan. I think Brennan, I know Brennan's talked about Venture Brothers before, I think, but I know Brennan's talked about Frasier, and I think I've heard Brennan talk about Deadwood. I think. But Brennan's also one of those people, he's just watched everything. I'm gonna go with Brennan. Final answer, boom. God, that was so close. Fine. That's fine. Man, dude, Spencer, you, me, and Luke should just talk about Venture Brothers sometime. Just talk about it, you know? Just hang out and talk about it. You know? All right.
I need to watch season 6.
I need to catch. I haven't watched the recent stuff. The movie too. All right. Well, what is gonna be Brennan's? Wow. Okay, 30 Rock, Parks and Recreation, and the Boondocks. Wow. Boondocks. That is an awesome show. Okay. There's not many people left here. I'm going based on the Boondocks, and dude, the Boondocks is so funny. Oh, no. So I keep forgetting, because I accidentally marked her off earlier, Selena is still on this list. Dude, if Selena's a Boondocks fan, that'll be so funny to me. I don't know why that just catches me off guard. Like, it's so, dude, the Boondocks has some of the most insane jokes I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna go with Selena. I think Brennan will have a drama on there. So, it's either Josh or Selena. I feel strongly about that. No. No. It could be Vita too. I have to throw out a guess at this point, and I'm gonna say Selena, because if it's Selena, it's so funny to me. I don't know why. Just that, like, to just be like, hey, Selena, what's your favorite show? And she's like, The Boondocks. Just makes me laugh. But it probably is wrong. Josh!
Oh!
Yeah, it was Josh. That makes more sense. But, you know, Selena should watch The Boondocks, and then.
Seen the Boondocks.
Oh, you've seen The Boondocks, but it's not one of your favorites, so it's not funny. Here we go. Ooh, okay, I know. Okay. Gundam is to Alex Tron as Grease is to Courtney. It's just like, you can't, it's just there every time. And RuPaul's Drag Race, I mean, Courtney talks about RuPaul at least once a day, you know. So, it's Courtney, boom. I didn't have to look.
Wow. I can talk about how unique and cool I am for liking Sandman.
Sandman. I'm the Sandman. All right, next one. Seinfeld, Hey Arnold, and Flight of the Conchords. Now, this is what I thought Josh's list would look like. I think Josh being but you know who it is Brennan. Because someone who plays guitar is gonna love Flight of the Conchords. Brennan! Boom! The music element, you know, it's there. Makes sense. All right, next one. Not many people left. Flight of the Conchords is back. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Holy shit. Dude. I'm Garth Marenghi, and this is my dark place. That's also arguably one of the weirdest shows to ever exist. I'm gonna go with Vita on that. Could also be Selena. Oh, shit, that's hard. I'm gonna go with Vita. I just have to guess. Vita.
Yay!
All right. The Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. That might be the most niche show in the entirety of this episode. Love it. The show is so funny. All right, next one. All right, here we go. This is Kimmy. I already marked it off. It's Kimmy. I was waiting for Love Island. Now, Love Island USA?
So they said Love Island UK.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say, Love Island, I feel like Kimmy would feel strongly that Love Island USA is not in her top 3. That Love Island UK is, you know, and Parks and Recreation, that just makes sense. All right, Kimmy. Boom. Boom. Okay, we have Selena and we have Angela left. Angela's favorite TV show is gonna be like a live stream of an eagle's nest. And Selena's is gonna be So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, I think this is Angela. But honestly, no, this is so tough. This is perfectly something that I could see both of them loving. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody almost doesn't count because like any of those Disney shows, I'm like, yeah, anyone could have that really nostalgic feel for one of them and love them. Mr. Bean is just, I mean, Angela is the closest of our cast members getting to Mr. Bean. Tell me Angela wouldn't be like, yeah, that's fair. Who of our cast is more like Mr. Bean?
No, you're right.
I actually would say the two cast members that are the most Mr. Bean coded are Angela and Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney's also Mr. Bean coded, but okay. And the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, it's okay. The Mr. Bean, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel combo makes me think Angela. And I'm gonna go with it. I think Selena's gonna have a reality show on there. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Selena's list, but I just feel more strongly that it's Angela's. Selena! Wow! All right.
That was shocking.
Wow.
That was a shocker.
All right.
Mr. Bean.
I mean, dude, Mr. Bean is hilarious.
She grew up on the beat.
Mr. Bean is a classic. It's truly so enjoyable. All right.
I was gonna say.
What is Angela's? See, now this is what I thought would be Selena's.
No, I don't like reality TV.
You don't? Okay.
Well,
She's good for
damn.
I didn't know. All right, so this is Angela's.
Yeah.
Okay, Jersey Shore makes so much sense for Angela if I think about it for 2 seconds. All right. So I think Succession made it on the list the most. Succession and I think weirdly Community. All right, Angela. Yeah. Wow, all right. I overall felt like I did pretty good. I came into this thinking I would do very bad. Everyone has pretty good taste in TV shows and movies. You know, respect. Thanks.
You did it.
Wow. Thank you guys for watching. I really enjoy doing this. I want to find more things that I can guess my friends based off of. Some pitches. Top 3 favorite YouTube channels. Top 3 like celebrity crushes. Maybe like their top 3 favorite items from home or something. Like I don't.
All right now.
Like what's in your bag type of situation. Let me know in the comments what other types of things I can guess my friends based off of. We'll see you guys later. See you next time. All right, bye.